Welcome to the forefront of critical mineral exploration, where innovation meets opportunity. Join us as we delve into the story of Polymetallic mines and its groundbreaking polymetallic discoveries in northern Quebec. A combination of unique geologic conditions have combined to deliver Polymetallic mines' two discovery zones, Nisk and Lion, with further mineralization waiting to be discovered in the Nisk project area.
I've been a university professor. I've been very fortunate to work all around the world, about 66 countries at the last step. I've seen a lot of nickel deposits. I've been chief geologist of 3 major mining companies. I started out in Western Mining, one of the great companies, WMC, and these days I have founded my own companies and I continue to work on nickel sulfides.
What began as routine step-out drilling uncovered a polymetallic deposit of unprecedented richness spanning vast stretches of northern Quebec. This discovery boasts substantial grades of copper and platinum group metals alongside significant quantities of nickel, gold, and silver.
Initial focus was on the Nisk deposit, which is a nickel-dominant deposit, and we were successfully extending the mineralization there. At the end of 2023, we decided to test a target that was 5.5 kilometers away. Our expectation was that we would hit another nickel zone, but we ended up hitting a very high-grade copper zone. When the assays came in, the core also showed very high values of platinum, palladium, and gold and silver. That allowed us to become quite aggressive in our exploration going forward. We knew we were onto something that was potentially very big.
The Lion Zone discovery has reshaped our understanding of mineral potential in the area, revealing high concentrations of copper, platinum, gold, and more alongside nickel.
The term polymetallic is my own, and the strict definition is not just nickel, copper, and PGEs, but that each of the metals adds equal value or significant value. So in the mineral industry, we often talk about nickel sulfide systems that have credit metals like copper and PGEs that are payable. So people are earning money from them. But actually there's a really specific high value deposit where all the metals are adding significant value. And the world's biggest deposit, Norilsk-Talnakh, is one of these. And Nisk, Lion, this is another example.
Exploring the economic and geological significance of Nisk and Lion, we see a project compared favorably with the world's high-grade nickel sulfide projects, positioned in a prime jurisdiction.
One of the great attributes about Nisk is that our infrastructure is already in place. In most cases, mines have to build roads, power, even airports or docks. So it's crazy how expensive infrastructure can be. And with Nisk, we're located off the main highway. We're 8 kilometers outside of a town with an airport. I mean, it really doesn't get any better than that. The infrastructure is first rate and cost us nothing. It's the fact that when you look at the math of this, you compare our project to other high-grade nickel sulfide projects around the world, we're trading at between 5 and maybe 20% of their values. And arguably we're in the best jurisdiction with the best potential. So that math will not be sustained. Over time, this will be normalized, and either they're coming down or we're going up. They're not coming down.
Beyond its economic potential, Polymetallic Mines is committed to responsible mining practices and community engagement through sustainable initiatives and partnerships. Polymetallic Mines aims to create lasting value for stakeholders while preserving the natural beauty of the regions in which it operates.
As of today, actually, there's one drill running at the site on the Lion, so it's expanding that zone. We'll have a second drill come in, and that drill likely will first go and do some what we call borehole geophysics on some previous drilling. And we'll have a third drill come in around the middle of February. And those 2 drills are going to be the ones that are going to be responsible for carrying out the lateral exploration along the trend. So we have 6 kilometers of virgin ground between Nisk and Lion, as an example, that hasn't got a drill hole in it yet, and we're quite optimistic that there's going to be more deposits there.
These days I focus on polymetallic nickel copper PGE deposits. This is pretty much the only thing I do all around the world. Have a number of options, and I was really drawn to the Nisk deposit, and in particular obviously the recent information. This is a deposit style I know very well and searched the world for.
The Lion Zone's potential is profound, with drilling results suggesting a much larger system at depth set to redefine the scope of the project.
We stepped out from our main ore body, 5.5 kilometers to the northwest, and drilled an amazing hole. 60 meters down, we had 8 meters of 1 ounce PGMs, platinum group metals. So that's an exceptional hole. It's exciting for a couple of reasons. One, obviously it's high grade and it's going to be very valuable rock. Second is that usually happens when something really big happens at depth. So the fact that we stepped out 5.5 kilometers and then had this cherry at the top means maybe there's something really mammoth and exciting down below. This is what happened at Norilsk. This is what happened at Voisey's Bay. Could it happen here at Nisk? Certainly could.
Right now is a really strange time in the world of nickel. The rise of Indonesia in a particular type of nickel deposit has put pressure under the world nickel supply. But in fact, polymetallic deposits are the premier deposit style, not just of nickel sulfides, but of all metal deposits. That gets forgotten in periods like this because we're under pressure. So a lot of explorers are not looking for nickel. The beauty of exploring for a polymetallic system is the straight unit value of the deposit means that even when nickel's depressed, the value of the deposit is high. So you've got a beautiful hedge in that copper and PGs are valuable.
These discoveries are not merely economic assets, but are pivotal in shaping the future of sustainable mineral exploration worldwide.
The polymetallic nature of the Lion Zone, including the high PGs and the copper, is consistent with being sulfide fractionated or massive sulfide fractionating from the nickel sulfide. Along with copper and PGs, you get anomalous gold, silver, zinc, and other elements, and that's really interesting because that makes it look like a copper sulfide / VMS-like system, but it's not. So the setting of this system at Nisk and Lion is significant. It's the sort of thing that we spend our time looking for, but in terms of actual mineralization attributes, it's relatively unusual to get this clear separation between nickel sulfide systems and copper PG systems. A couple of significant examples would be Sakatti in Finland and the Norilsk-Talnakh system in Russia. So it's not common garden behavior to get such efficient separation.
As we embark on this journey of discovery, Polymetallic Mines remains steadfast in its commitment to excellence and sustainability. Join us as we shape the future of critical minerals mining in Canada together. Polymetallic Mines, empowering the world one discovery at a time.